Welcome to this tutorial for UI Builder for Microsoft Access. In this tutorial, we'll learn about migrating your existing database into UI Builder. There are basically two options when you're starting out with an existing database and UI Builder. The first, which is covered in this tutorial, is to import your database into UI Builder. That means all of the forms, tables, queries, reports, and other objects. The second option, which is covered in our user's guide, is to import UI Builder into your database. In this case, you're moving all of the UI Builder forms, tables, and Visual Basic modules into your own database. Let's get started with option 1. To begin with, after you've downloaded UI Builder, you'll notice it's in a zip file, and you should have saved it somewhere on your computer. The first step will be to right-click the file and select Extract All. In the Windows extraction wizard, just follow the steps, and by default it will create a new folder in the same directory. Click OK, and now we have our new folder here. So I'll go ahead and open that up. And you'll see you've got the user's manual. Depending on your edition, you'll also have a security guide and upgrade guide. For right now, all we need is the UI Builder file. I'm going to copy it, which is one of our first tips. Create a copy of that and name it whatever I want my database be named. In this case, call it Information Tracking Database. So now I have a fresh copy of a UI Builder project. I can go ahead and open that up. Now the first thing you're going to notice is in Access 2007 you've got a security warning at the top. You want to always enable the content. You can also add a folder to the trusted locations, and if you do that you'll never get this warning again for this database. Now we'll see the startup screen here. If you're using the Enterprise Edition, it's going to notify you that your username has been added as the default user. All we need to do is select Migrate Your App, Next, and in the next dialog here we're going to select our existing database. And in this case I used Designer for Microsoft Access to create a donor tracking set of forms and tables already. Go ahead and click OK. And now it's asked another security warning. It wants to make certain that I confirm I'm okay importing the tables and data and other things from this database. I'll click Open. Now the first thing you may notice is there are a set of tables with titles like MSys, and you can ignore those. You may not see them if your system objects are not shown. But in any case, what I do want to do is import all of the tables, and you just select each one that come from this database. I don't have any queries. I do have many forms. I'll select all of those. I don't have any reports. And I only have one module. So make certain that you do import all of the objects from your other database. The other thing I'm going to do is click Options. I do want to import the relationships between the tables. If you happen to have import-export specifications, you'll know if you do, you check that box as well. Click OK. And now it's finished importing the database. And how we can confirm that is, let's go ahead and click Remove all the sample reports, forms, and queries. It just removes all of the sample forms that are behind the button. Now I'm going to go to the Setup, and I'll click Default Menu. And let's go ahead and actually remove all of the menu options that don't apply. And let's set our main menu form to one of the new forms we've imported. So that might be memberships or members. And I might also have another one for membership levels. And I'll say I want to open a subform. And then I just simply locate that particular form. And there's another tutorial where we'll talk about setting up menus, but I just want to show that now I've clicked Apply. And now we have our members form here in the main window. Membership level is here as well. So that's how you set up the forms in the most simple way, and we've imported the database. A couple things you might want to note is you may need to resize these forms slightly. There's two options, of course. One is to make the main form window area larger, and you can do that from the administration form here under Change Layout. But the other is that you might need to shrink your forms slightly in order to make them fit. You might be fine with them carrying out over to the left as an example, but optionally you can open up each form and resize it so that it fits more appropriately into the UI Builder form. That concludes this tutorial. Thanks for your time and enjoy using UI Builder.